told black people they could wear wigs? I don't remember that being a part of the culture. Because apparently when white people, Spanish people, any type of person wears braids, it's a bad thing. But y'all could wear wigs. Y'all could look like a white guy. Who told y'all could wear contacts? Okay. Who told you could wear a nose ring? Okay. Don't think that's part of the culture, but okay.
I know you thought you ate. I know you thought you ate. I know you thought you was bringing something and you were just going to educate us black women. But honey, you did the opposite. Wigs are not a cultural thing. It has been worn by humans throughout time. Body modification, such as piercings, is not a white thing. Educate yourself, because when you added contacts, you looked even more ridiculous. Give me that plate.
That shit is ugly as fuck. We wear that shit.
It's braids.
Take that shit out now.
Are you being for real?
Take that shit out now.
So I just got out of the shower, and why did nobody warn me that getting braids was gonna make my hair fall out? I was shampooing, and next thing you know, an entire chunk of braid falls down on my feet, and now I have an insane bald spot on the back of my head. Like, this is so embarrassing. Why did nobody tell me this shit was gonna happen?
Lots and lots of white people now prefer to wear our braids, our weavings, our braids, like different types of African braids on their hair. They see it as, beautiful. And the thing that makes a lot of people angry, Africans not excited about it, is the fact that they do not appropriate it to the culture. They keep saying, oh, it's Vikings braid. It was Vikings that invented the braids and all that, instead of, appreciating the culture that invented all of these braids. Anyway, I've just got some videos which I'm just going to let roll of people complaining of how their hair is falling off because of the braids. And of course, somebody saying that this is Vikings braid and not African braids. Well, let's go watch those videos, then we come back and talk more. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. And credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch, then I come back with the commentary.
So Fulani braids is what we often call this in the US, and it absolutely is derived of the Fulani people from what is now Nigeria. And I've often thought that the hairstyles draw on the textile patterns and vice versa. Because if you look at textiles, particularly this one, there's a real pattern and geometry and care for evenness. That's also true for the braid. I would also point out that in the US, there's a lot of literature about how African Americans draw from many cultures and then create their own culture. So while definitely the culture of braiding from the Fulani people is part of the culture of African American braids, there's a lot of scholarship that talks about there is something palpably African American about African American braids.
Vikings invented braids.
If Vikings invented braids, for Christ's sake, do Viking braids. If white people invented braids, why haven't they worn it throughout history? Why do they always wear braids when it's trendy? Braids, of course, have existed in so many cultures, but not cornrows, Fulani braids, or locks. No one said only black people can wear braids, but do not erase the history. Black people were suspended, expelled, made fun of, called ghetto and unprofessional for wearing these same styles you're wearing without consequences. So don't think you wear braids without getting backlash, my darling. No. And don't come here to talk about, oh, black women wear wigs too. What were we supposed to wear when they tell us not to wear our natural hair or wear braids? Discrimination led to our wearing wigs. We wear wigs for survival so that we can walk, so that we can feed, so that we can move around without being made fun of. So yeah, people will tell you it looks ghetto and ugly. And you can't love our aesthetics and ignore the blood, sweat, and tears. And what's off, because she's white, she has millions of views for wearing these braids. The main owners of this hair, of this style, will disappear. Very soon now, they will claim it or steal it in years to come because they know how to steal and claim everything. And let's be very clear, if you didn't give a shit like you claim, you wouldn't be making 50-part series to defend your claim. You know exactly what you're doing. You're acting clueless and pretending like the double standards are not there. Chelsea, come on now. This is Fulani hair. Give credit, period. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And with that being said, bye.
I understand why people get upset when white people wear braids because it's cultural appropriation, no doubt about it. But I say let their hair fall out. Let them wear the braids and let them take it out and be bald-headed because they should know better.
I just feel that these guys are always looking for ways to get at the neck of black people, make them feel sad and all of that. That's exactly what I'm saying, because this lady is everywhere on the internet saying that black people, you guys didn't invent the braids, it was Vikings that invented the braids. And to think that she made lot of series of videos for this on TikTok. She was even going on the streets interviewing people and asking them, oh, do you think that what I'm doing is cultural appropriation? Am I supposed to wear braids? Do you think I shouldn't wear braids as a white person and all of that? This thing, you guys already know the truth. Like, if we wear, there's some hair you cannot wear to some companies. Like, they will tell you literally, you cannot wear cornrows to work, you cannot do this. And that's why you have people do cornrows and wear their wigs on it, because our hair is not your type of hair. We have a 4C hair, right, as Africans, right? And this is hair that we have always known, grow up with. This is what we have always known for, right? But you guys always make it look like you guys always invent all of these things, because you take what is ours, then you turn it to look like very nice, and you say because you are fair, you think it's better off on you than us, and before you know it, you claim that you invented it and not the other person. That's how you change one earring that is from South Asia, and you say it's called Farah earrings. I think I did a video about that the last time. Okay, you guys just take up something that is from another culture and make it yours, and now expect those people to just keep quiet and say, oh, you guys invented it. That doesn't work that way, right?
How can my hair be cultural appropriation when Vikings are literally the ones that invented?
Hi, my name is Henny and I'm from Iceland, and I wanted to share a bit of history with you. See, you're so interested in Viking history. Did you know that the only reason why you know as much as you do about the Vikings is because of the Icelandic people that wrote the Icelandic sagas, one of which was Snorri Sturluson. He also wrote the Braids. He's the reason why you know about Norse mythology. Anyway, he was my great-grandfather going past 18 generations. He was talking about his own great-grandparents going back another 10 to 15 generations. Now, that means that he was talking about my own great-grandparents going back 30 to 35 generations. Most of the people in most of the sagas are related to me. I've checked, right? Because I'm autistic and I'm really interested in genealogy and stuff like that. So I already know that most of the people in the Viking history, in the sagas, are my great-grandparents. Anyway, I know a lot about the Vikings. And as it goes, none of them wore box braids. None of them, right? There is no provable knowledge of any Vikings wearing box braids ever in the history of anything to do with Icelandic history, Scandinavian history, Viking history, sagas, there is no knowledge of any box braids being included in any of that. Did Vikings wear braids? Yeah, but not those kind of braids that you're wearing, love, right? No, not those braids. And I really wish that people like you would stop using my family, my own ancestry, my own heritage as a means to justify antagonizing an entire another group of people, okay? Box braids like that were not done by Vikings. They were not invented by us. They have nothing to do with us, right? So please, just stop it. It's not cute. It really isn't cute. You're now upsetting two groups of people. You're upsetting those of us who are actually descendants of the people that you're talking about, that you're claiming those are the reasons why you can wear those box braids. No, you cannot wear those box braids as a result of us. If you want to wear them, but your hair is going to fall out. It's going to fall out. And you're going to upset a lot of people in the process, including Scandinavian people and Icelandic people and people from the Faroe Islands, right? We didn't wear box braids. No, thank you. Good.
My black hairstylist, hair braider, was happy to do my braids again this summer. I have had very long hair for a human to have human braids in their human hair. That's like me telling my hairstylist, hey girl, since you're black, you know you can't wear yellow hair or red hair. You know you can't wear blue colored contact lenses, right?
Y'all, I'm in the middle of dyeing my hair, but I just want to talk about her black hairstylist. I'm really proud of her for getting the bag. Like, I'm proud of her for getting the bag. Just to let you know, like, heads up, just because your hair is long doesn't automatically mean that it's healthy. I know, crazy. I know. Let me take a look. It doesn't look like you're a natural blonde. That looks bleached. I mean, processed. I mean, there might be some damage. So, yeah. Anyways, also to the other part you were talking about, I'm a little bit concerned. Black people are able to have blonde hair and black people are able to have blue eyes because I don't know genetics. That sounded like a tinge racist adjacent. So just to let you know, just because you're wearing human hair on your human head that's not actually blonde and actually processed doesn't mean that's actually great for the human hair that is on your human head and may provide tension. What is it, the braids?
Why does it make sense to say this? This is a braid, this is a braid, this is a braid, as well as this and this. As we can see, these hairstyles all look very different, even though they have the same general term. That's why they're further classified as a box braid, or a knotless braid, or a cornrow, or a Dutch braid, or a French braid. Also, let me just point out, this is clothing, and this is clothing. Clothing is a general term to describe what you put on your body, and yet it looks very different depending on the culture. So, for example, the same way it doesn't make sense to defend wearing an offensive Native American costume by saying, well, Asian people wore clothing too. You're not the first person to create clothes. It's the same way it doesn't make sense to justify wearing African American American cultural braided hairstyle by saying, well, the Dutch had braid, the French had, Vikings had braid. Because as we just saw, those are not the same thing. It's just a general term. So instead of trying to use irrelevant points to justify appropriating a culture when they've clearly told you they don't like it and it's disrespectful, just stop and go wear those braids.
So let me just say this. A braid is a braid. Whether it's a Dutch braid, whether it's a French braid, whether it's a cornrow, whether it's braids to the back, whether it's box braids, micro braids, butterfly braids, a braid is a braid. And braids are not bound to one country. And it's very hypocritical because what if a white person say, hey, stop putting Dutch braids in your hair or stop putting French braids in your hair? Because I see black people wear French braids all the time. But you don't hear white people going on a rampage telling black people not to put French braids in their hair because it's our culture. Because cultures are meant to be shared. Meant to be shared. So it's kind of hypocritical. Or stop putting blonde hair in your hair or blonde weave in your hair. And let's not go on that rant of black people can go grow blonde hair. No, it's not coming in black culture for black people to grow blonde hair. Yes, I have seen black people grow blonde hair, but it's not coming as it is in the white culture or white people, with white people. So we got to stop it because it's very hypocritical. Or wearing blue contacts. Black people can be born with color eyes. Yes, they can, but it's not common. You get what I'm saying? It's not common. So we need to stop, y'all. We are better together. Cultures are meant to be shared, whether it's clothing, whether it's hair, whether it's food. It's meant to be shared. We are better together. Why not appreciate one another and love one another? We are creating false narratives. It's just not there. That's how society wants us to be, in different groups, separated, culturally separated. So we can keep fighting, so we can keep hating one another, so we can keep killing one another. Y'all, we so much better together. So much better together. Remember, abundance that will frizziness, dryness, hair breakage, hair tangling, and so much more. I love you guys. Bye.
I actually don't have any issue with people trying to wear anything they didn't fit, right? If you want to wear braids, it's fine for you. If you like it, go ahead and wear it. But try as much as possible to appropriate it to the culture that this braid comes from, right? There's some clothes that you just want to wear and you be like, oh, this particular clothes is coming probably from India or from any culture at all. It's very important for you to say, oh, this my India attire is from so place. Do you get? But let it be that people know that this cloth that you're wearing is an Indian cloth. I'm not trying to say, oh, this is Viking braid, when to be truthful, right? It's not Viking braid. You know for sure it's not Viking braid, because you must have gone to Google to research about it. You know about Fulani braids. You should have heard about Fulani braids. You cannot say this is Vikings braid when you know that Fulanis are the ones who really invented this particular braid, right? It's from West Africa. They are the ones who started this particular kind of braid. They call it Fulani braids in the US, and a lot of people are already aware of that. And why is it that whenever these people, whenever we wear our braids, they say, oh, that's ugly, I don't like how you guys pack your hair and all that. But immediately they start wearing it, it becomes cute, it becomes lovely, oh, nice, and they start praising themselves. Why is it always like that? Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments.
The origin of this started here. And when they took over, it became cute and beautiful. But when the actual descendants did it with extraordinary style and elegance, it was ill, gross, and ghetto. But we all know you stun our shit, so don't embrace it only when it's convenient for you.
Like, what's an acceptable number of braids we can wear in our hair without it being cultural appropriate? One. Like this one. I think that's acceptable.
So it's the fact that she even has to ask. Y'all, it's not cultural appropriation. It's cultural appreciation. We need to stop this. Why can't white women wear braids? We straighten our hair. We wear blonde wigs. We wear blue eye contact, some of us. So I don't get what's the problem. Y'all, cultures are shared, not appropriated. Shared, not appropriated. Y'all, remember, abundance that with frizziness, dryness, hair breakage, and so much more. Y'all, all abundance are $20. Link is in the bio. And remember, it's hair care, not razor. Love y'all. Mwah.
I don't think anybody will actually get issue with this if these guys are just truthful to themselves. Truthful in the sense that you know that this is not Vikings, and spell it out that this is, African hairstyle, and not trying to make it look like yours when it's never yours. Okay, when you wear people's things appropriate it to them. Let people know that you like what you're wearing and it's actually inspired by these people, these particular people, and not you, or trying to make it look like, you know, it's other people that made it and not these people, because you feel that you don't need to mention these guys. Oh, not them at all. And that is the problem that we currently have right now. I think that's why people are like dragging this particular lady on social media, because she's making it look like, oh, you know, it's Vikings hair and not black people's hair. It's Vikings hair, then go find out how Vikings made their hair. Find out the origin of the Vikings hair, and not coming here to tell us, oh, it's Vikings hair. Why are people making it like it's yours and all of that, even when you know for sure that it is black people's hair and not Vikings hair. Well, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Will you be happy to see a white person wearing this hair? And most times when they come out to tell us that their hair is cotton, and I saw someone say that the ancestors were, you know, came upon that lady and they don't understand, you know, there's something about our braids. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. What do you think about today's video? Share with me in the comment. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Okay, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and give this video a thumbs up. See you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.